Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Brittany, and here is where I like to talk about horror movies, everything that we like and don't like about them. Now, I know I haven't made a video in a little bit, but I'm back and here I am today with a whole list of movies that you should check out during October, during spooky season. So let's get into them. So I came up with 31 movies that take place either around Halloween time or on Halloween day/night. So the very first one is an all-time favorite of mine. The house is October built. I had actually just watched this one on October 1st. I couldn't wait any longer. I have to watch it. It's just one of those movies that if you really love found footage type of movies, you'll have a lot of fun watching this because it has its own little take and you get to watch a bunch of different little haunted houses and go on like this adventure with everyone. I also heard that most of this movie isn't really scripted. A lot of these, the group of friends in this movie had to kind of improvise a lot of their lines, which is really neat. So number 2 was Halloween, the original, 1978, of course. You have to watch this one. It's like against the law if you don't watch it. So number 3 is Trick or Treat. This one is super cool, a really fun anthology movie. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have seen at least Sam, the little kid with his lollipop. He's super cute and scary at the same time, and it's just all around really great storytelling and really good effects. You'll definitely like it. And number 4 is House of a Thousand Corpses. I had actually only watched this for the first time last year, and I was kind of upset that I didn't give it a chance sooner. I do remember growing up with it in my house. My parents had it on DVD. But whenever I saw that cover, I was way too scared to watch it. So even when I could kind of like peek in on them watching it together, I was like, nope, I'm good. I'm not going to watch that one. But it's pretty great. And number 5 is Sleepy Hollow. This one has one of the best aesthetics ever. Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci. They work together really well in this one. And the Headless Horseman is played by Christopher Walken. He does a really awesome job in that one. And now number 6. This one is probably controversial because I know it gets a lot of hate and has a really bad rep, but Halloween Resurrection. I actually grew up hating this one. I had it on DVD as well, and I was always the one to talk crap while we're watching it. Just the whole movie was such a joke to me, but you know, looking now when I rewatch it, it's actually a lot of fun because you have to respect that they did try to not recreate Michael Myers, but try to give it a fresher take and make it more modern for that time period. We know you get to watch a live stream of a group of friends and other people they had just met on this reality TV show. They're being recorded the entire time, and they have on little cameras as well, just going through the old Myers house and seeing what happens on Halloween night. So, you know, hopefully, if you've never seen it before, you will like this one. It has a fun cast as well. Busta Rhymes is in it, and oh my god, why can't I think of her name? From America's Next Top Model. But, great movie. Number 7 is Terrifier. This one is such a cool clown movie taking place on Halloween night, and there's actually supposed to be a sequel coming out soon. And there's even a movie before Terrifier called All Hallows Eve. I've never finished that one. I have started it, but I didn't get the chance to finish it. So it might be a goal of mine this spooky season to give that one a full go. Number 8 is Ginger Snaps. This one takes place around the whole like autumn time, and throughout like towards the end there, it is Halloween night and there's a big Halloween party going on. Number 9 is Night of the Demons 1988 and the 2009 remake. I have only seen the remake. I've never watched the original, so I'm actually gonna make it a point to watch the original. But it is really fun. One of those kind of like party going movies. Lots of like sex and stuff. It's pretty crazy. Number 10 is Hell House LLC. This one is super cool. Like, it's another found footage movie taking place with like a haunted hotel, and these people are, I don't want to give too much away, but there's really really creepy decorations like clowns in the movie. It's awesome. Now number 11 is one that I have never watched before. It is Halloween 3. This one gets a lot of, I don't know, I would say like half and half. Like, I hear a lot of people saying like they never will give this one a chance ever because Michael Myers isn't in it. But then I also see a huge like cult following for it. So I'm definitely gonna watch this one. This is the only one of the entire Halloween franchise I've never watched, and I feel pretty bad about it. I really need to just give it a watch finally. Number 12 is Haunt. This one is super cool. I know it's on Shudder, and Eli Roth is behind it somehow. I can't remember if he directed it or just produced it, but this one messed me up when I first watched it. I was not expecting the twist that it had. It's just, wow, it is really different. Another like haunted house kind of vibe. So if you're into that, then you're gonna love these. I know I really really love haunted houses. I used to always go to like House of Torment and stuff. I haven't been to one in a while, but they're really really fun. Number 13 is 31, a Rob Zombie movie taking place on Halloween night, and I have seen this before, but it's been a while. I remember that this man has to do like a bunch of different games, like levels, to escape. I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Number 14 is The Exorcist. It doesn't really like focus on Halloween, but it does take place during Halloween time. You do see kids like trick-or-treating on the street, and some little decorations here and there, so that's fun. Number 15 is Satan's Little Helper. This one is really funny. I watched it. Cute, I love you. Watch out. Okay, so number 15 is Satan's Little Helper. This one was an early 2000s movie. It's kind of really low budget, and it's more like a horror comedy. But I do want to give a warning that there was an animal death in this one. If you have a hard time watching that, you might not enjoy that. And my aunt did cry when we watched this one together. Number 16 is VHS. This is a anthology piece taking a bunch of different found footage, different stories and movies put together. And the very last one takes place on Halloween, and it's really different. And now number 17, of course you should always follow up the original Halloween with Halloween 2. This one's still the same night that the original one takes place. Michael Myers' mask looks a little different because turns out, I don't know if they weren't planning on making a sequel right away, but this woman that worked on the first one, she had taken home the Michael Myers mask, and she was a heavy smoker. She left the mask under her bed for a little while, and over that little period of time the mask had started to turn yellow and kind of like deteriorated a little bit, so that's why the mask looked a lot more rugged. And number 18 is actually two movies I just put together. Is Halloween 4 and 5. I These two give off like the perfect Halloween aesthetics. They are like really good comfort movies. Grew up watching these all the time with my grandma, and it's just so fun to watch them like pick out costumes and do like the Halloween parties. You know, the scenes that aren't that scary are actually a lot of fun. Number 19, Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. This one I barely purchased this year and I barely watched it for the first time. I had always never really come across it that often, and Paul Rudd is in it. He's super different than what you're used to in other movies with him. And it also gives you like a whole different take on Michael Myers. You kind of get a different understanding of why he does what he does and trying to give more of a reason for everything. Number 20, Tales of Halloween. This one is a lot of fun. Kind of gives you that trick-or-treat feeling, but even a bit sillier, I would say. You're dealing with all sorts of paranormal stories and even aliens. Number 21, Donnie Darko. This one I was obsessed with as a teenager. I don't know if every little emo teenage girl goes through a Donnie Darko phase, because the music is on point, you know. Of course, I had like that little crush on Jake Gyllenhaal being all emo. And I can't remember her name, but the girl that he starts to like in the movie, she's from like The Ruins and Saved and stuff. She's really, really great. You don't really know what's going on in a way. Even Seth Rogen is in that one. So if you rewatch it, you'll see. Number 22, May. This is a super crazy movie. I want to give a warning on this one because there is a lot of like self-harm. But the story is just so haunting, and it's kind of like unforgettable. When I was a teenager, I went to a sleepover, and it's just a bunch of girls. We were watching May really late at night, and I do remember we were like screaming, we were like freaking out. Number 23, Paranormal Activity 4. This one doesn't really focus on Halloween, but one night it is Halloween and they're all like dressed up and stuff. This one, like the rest, is found footage as well, but it takes place more about in a teenager's point of view. Number 24 is Poltergeist, classic, and this one never gets old. I love this one so much, and I know a lot of other people do as well. Number 25, Halloween H2O, and I'm sorry I'm listing like the entire franchise, but it's kind of hard not to, especially because you know how obsessed I am with Michael Myers, so I'm sorry. I'm probably a little bit biased when it comes to these Halloween movies. Number 26 is Hellfest. This one I only got to see one time. I remember getting it on Redbox, and it was really fun. It's like a bunch of friends go to Halloween like amusement park, and I know they're going into a haunted house, but I can't remember what happens. I think there's like a killer on the loose. Tony Todd also makes an appearance in that one. And 27 is Candy Corn. I had never watched this one, but I came across this one day. I think it was on Shudder, I can't remember, but I'm gonna watch this one soon. And 28 is Trick, another one I haven't seen before, but I did hear some good things about it, so hopefully I end up liking that one. Number 29, Halloween 2018. This one is really, really cool. You know, Halloween has so many different timelines, but I like all of them mostly. I'm probably going to rewatch this one before I watch the new Halloween Kills. Number 30 is a really controversial one. Halloween Part 1, the Rob Zombie version. And 31 is Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie as well. I know these get a lot of hate, and I hope I don't get any hate for liking these, but I don't know, you have to respect what Rob Zombie did. Like, also the mask Sorry, my little boy is right here. You have to respect what Rob Zombie did, and I think it was Stephen King who said that even the worst horror movie you've ever watched is a good horror movie, because you have to appreciate the art and what the creators are trying to do. They're trying to, leave this impact on you, and they're really, really different from the whole franchise itself. Halloween 2 especially is like really out there. You'll see like this different side of Michael Myers, which some people just really, really can't stand, but I appreciate it a lot. So those were the 31 movies, or 31 and plus movies, that I had came up with for you to watch. Now I know there's probably a bunch I missed and couldn't think of, so if you have any that you recommend to me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for checking this video out, and we're gonna go, right? So please give this a like and leave a comment. Bye bye.